I always say there's magic in the mountains. A lot of people say to me, I can breathe here. Our horses provide absolutely incredible therapy. So this is Mica Mountain Ranch. We're a family-run and owned ranch. We're in a small area called Tijon Cache, and we're located in the Canadian Rockies. We opened Cimarron Way about a year ago now. We work with everyone, whether it's one-on-ones, whether it's group work. We work with horses with nonverbal communication to bring out human growth and change amongst humans. So the property is about 350 acres right on the Fraser River. It's pretty incredible because anywhere on the ranch, you're seeing obviously the mountains, seeing the river, so you're kind of right in the elements of nature. Both sides here we do hay on. The train runs over here, which is, we always say, really Canadiana. Sometimes there's a low spot here, and in the winter, often it'll freeze and we play hockey out there. We laugh that it's like a Tim Hortons commercial. It was fantastic. We always had animals, we were always outside, always in nature, and just that's what we knew. And then of course, here being from a small town, when you leave, you got to go away to decide what you want to do. And so I went away, jumped right into business, and yeah, I did that for 20 years, and it just became really evident to me. It's like the pull home. Every time I came back, the mountains were bigger, they were more beautiful, they were, and I always knew I'd do something with horses. And once it kind of just became clear, it was time to come home. So, oh, look at the eagle. We moved back to the ranch about 2 years ago, and we did it really purposefully with my husband Ken. When we say we, a lot of times people think it's the animals, right? Me and the herd, but it's me and the herd, our dog, my husband Ken, my brother Joel, and his wife Amelia, and they have two really incredible kids who are my full-time wranglers, Corbin and Adela, and they have one on the way. So a typical session is not typical. That's the big thing for us. There is no typical session. We meet at the gates, we come in, and then from there, I really don't plan a lot. I oftentimes have stuff around in case we need it, but it really is, where's it gonna go from here, is really how vulnerable the person's willing to be, and where it's gonna go with the horses. What a nice day, huh? Our first that's coming, her name is Sarah. What's going to happen, I have no idea. And that's the piece that as a facilitator you've got to get used to. It's about the horses, it's about the client, it's about where they're at and where they're willing to go. So we'll probably be an hour and a half, and see where the horses take us today. So let's just start with your sense of sight. Horses are prey animals, they're herd animals. They have to live within their senses because they really are only here to procreate and to survive. And so they work at a very conscious level, a very present level. Coming in to choose you already. I love that piece of the unknown. I have no idea when people come out to the ranch, why they're coming. And most often, they don't actually know why they're coming. They think they're coming for A, but they're actually coming for this. Your horse needs to carry that for you.
Interesting exercise to her.
Yeah. We gave her the egg, really indicating her heart and protecting her heart. And so we gave her hard-boiled eggs, the analogy, and the horse has to carry it. So every time it fell, why did it fall? And what's interesting, you think the person's going to say, because I'm walking a horse with an egg in it. But every time the human always knows. And so every time she could say, well, I'm protecting my heart because of this or that. Oh! Okay. Good job.
It was amazing to me how my own intuition kind of kicked in immediately. Tamara was asking for words to describe certain moments, and instantly those words came to me without any problem, but I knew that prompting came from them. And it's amazing how they do bring out a certain amount of emotion in you.
Take a deep breath, and then we'll finish up. Did that work? I think it was successful. Just that piece that happens between her and horse was really amazing today.
I wish I'd found this sooner, because a lot came out in just one session.
So Josh comes usually twice a week, and Josh has a really incredible connection with the horse. I think that's the word. When I think of Josh, it's connection.
So how old were you when you got your first horse?
About 7.
Yeah. About 40 feet away, when our new client, student, person walks into the ring, I start to watch the horses. What's their reaction? What are we seeing from them? When they get within about 10 feet, there's some studies that the heart can actually start coupling with the horse's heart. And so it's from that place that this kind of magic can come out. We always like to call dinner with a friend at the end. It's kind of like, you know, Sunday dinner at home, right?
He leaves a different person every single time, but so do the horses. And I think that's the amazing piece with Josh, is just, again, to sum it up in one word, it's connection.
I'll see you probably on Friday. Lena's the executive director for the Robson Valley Community Services. She's in a high leadership role, and leadership roles are really tough, I think, right now, especially with COVID and division and, you know. And Lena McCorbin and Adela. Perfect. So they're going to be our wranglers, stay in the background, and come out as we need. Wherever we go. We were saying we have no idea where we're going or what we're doing. So
I deliberately didn't think it.
yeah, we haven't talked about anything. So
Whatever.
Awesome, cool. So the horses are.
Tamara is my auntie. When I'm helping her in a session, if she asks me to like grab a horse or something, I'll just go and grab one of her horses. Whatever she asks me to do, like put stuff down as an obstacle or something.
So just focusing right here, right now. What are you noticing? Yeah. Yeah.
They always say it's kind of that equal fold between what mirrored out for them from the horses and what they were able to get in just this incredible environment.
Why don't we just go on a walk?
We come down to the river a lot, we come in the mountains a lot, and people, I think, take growth and inspiration from that.
I think people can see, you know, stuff maybe they push down. I think a horse can really bring that out of them. People tend to, well, they tend to cry, and that's how we know we've done a good job. They're really feeling, you know, their emotions and what they've pushed deep down, the horses are bringing up, and they can face that.
Being able to just take some pressure off, some burden. I think it's very exceptionally beneficial in people who are in leadership positions too, to allow something else to take the lead and just take a break. Horses just have a way of cutting through to the heart of the matter.
We really pride ourselves on people coming in every single session, walking away with a new awareness, with some new growth. Everybody's just walking a different path, and so to be able to partner and find that connection with the horse, and maybe for the first time for a lot of people, something that understands them.
It's amazing what animals can sense and pick up. Just that minor bit of therapy can be so relieving for the mental strain.
You can really find out who you are, and so much of what the horses mirrors out, it's already in us, but we're so cluttered and things stacked on top, and when we can just get into nature, that's really where we find out who we are authentically and where we want to go and who we want to be.
What we get to experience with that horse-human connection is something that every day I walk away just absolutely mind-blowing.